So this is lesson 6.7c in elementary algebra, and we're just going to go over just a few of the problems. I'm not going to do tons of them. Let's jump down to number 10. One number is one more than twice another. Okay, so we'll call one of the numbers x. So one number is one more than twice this. So what is twice that? And then it says it's one more. So there's my two numbers. Their product is 55. So when I multiply them, I get 55. Find the numbers. So 2x squared plus 1x equals 55. And then remember, set it equal to 0. Okay? And then 2 times negative 55 is negative 110. So two numbers multiplied together give you negative 110, and added together give you 1. And as I look at this, I can see that 11 times 10 is 110, and the difference between those is 1, so that works. So which one's negative, which one's positive? Well, I want a positive 1 there, so the bigger number has to be positive, and the smaller number has to be negative. So that when I multiply a negative and a positive, I get a negative. So 2x squared so I just changed 1x to 11x minus 10x. Alright, so let's switch these around so that my middle term here is positive. So 2x squared minus 10x, which again, you don't have to do, but it just makes life easier. And isn't that what it's all about? Trying to figure out a way to make life easier. Alright. Sorry I'm not talking much. I'm getting kind of tired of talking. And you know the procedure. We've done a bazillion of these. So, let me move this up. I think I'm fighting a cold here. 2x plus 11 equals 0, and x minus 5 equals 0. So x equals 5 here. And subtract 11, 2x equals negative 11, divide by 2, divide by 2. So x equals negative 11 over 2. So I get two answers, negative 11 over 2 and negative 10. Alright, so now I've got two possibilities. Let's go clear back up here at the top where we started. Oh, there's where we started, right here. So one number is x, one number is 2x plus 1. So if one number is x, the other one is going to be 2 times 5 plus 1. Okay? If x is, another option was if x is negative 11 halves. So if x is negative 11 halves, what's the other number? 2 times negative 11 halves plus 1 from up here. Giving me negative 22 over 2 plus 1, which is negative 11 plus 1 equals negative 10. So when x is negative 11 over 2, the other number is negative 10. Okay? Okay, let's look at number 18. It's a geometry problem, and it has to do with a triangle. So let me get my triangle here, a right triangle. And it says the hypotenuse of a right triangle is 15. So the longest one is 15. And you always know the longest one because it's directly across from the right angle there. One of the legs is 3 more than the other. So one of them is 3 more than the other. So if that's x, this is going to be x plus 3. Find the lengths of the two legs. So I know that Pythagorean says this So x squared, one of the legs, plus the other leg equals 15, the other leg squared. So x squared plus x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 225. When I taught high school algebra, I would always make my students memorize all the numbers between 1 and 20, what that was if you'd square them. So then when you look at 15 squared, you just write 225. You don't even have to think about it or use a calculator. So okay, subtract that from both sides. And I get 2x squared plus 6x minus 216 equals 0. Okay. So let's see what we get here. We've got to break this up. So 2 times 216, that's 432. So two numbers multiplied together give me 432, added up give me 6. So after playing with my calculator a little bit, I get 24 and 18. Those multiplied together give me 432, and the difference between them is the 6. So I need a negative 216, so they both have to be, and then they both have, one of them has to be a negative, one has to be a positive. So this one will be a positive, and this one will be a negative, so that 24 minus 18 is a positive 6. So 2x squared minus 18x plus 24x minus 216 equals 0. So remember, I wanted the plus sign in the middle, so I switch these two around. You add these two and you get your 6x. So this is just another way of writing positive 6x. Group. And I'm going to take a 2x out of there, and I'm left with x minus 9. Take a, 24 out of there, I bet. Now let me see what 24 times 9 is. It should be 216. Yep, it is. And you can kind of cheat at this. You can look and say, I've got that there, so I know this one over here is going to be the same. So now I've got 2x plus 24, x minus 9. Okay, I'm going to slide this all up. Let's see if I can, I kind of wanted that triangle there. Alright, well, let's see what we get. I get this x equals 9. Now how about that one? When I say 2x plus 24 equals 0, remember you have to set them all equal to 0. Subtract 24, divide by 2, divide by 2, and this gives me, so I know this doesn't work because it's a negative. So I get 9 here, 12 here, and I have 15 there. Okay? So 9 and 12 are the two answers that you wanted. Alright, so that's it for the problem set. Okay, so for this assignment, I think you'll be okay for number problems and geometry problems. When you get into business problems, you're going to be doing number 21, and it's just exactly like the example. Okay, so you've got the formula there, and you're going to plug 1400 in for C, and you're going to solve for X. The next one you're going to do is 25, so I'm going to at least draw that out for you. Sometimes it helps to have a picture, plus I like to draw in math. Not very good at it, but so we've got a 13-foot ladder is placed so that it reaches to a point on the wall that is 2 feet higher than twice the distance from the base of the wall to the base of the ladder. Okay, cool. So here's our building. Okay, so it's got little windows here. Alright, we've got a ladder here leaning up against it. This is 90 degrees. And it says the ladder is 13 feet. Well, if the ladder is 13 feet, then that distance from here is 13. Our hypotenuse is 13. So the point on the wall, how high it is off the ground, is 2 feet higher than twice the distance from the base of the wall to the base of the ladder. Okay, so we're going to call that base X. And what do we know about this one? What does it say? It says it's 2 feet higher than twice the distance. Okay? So it's 2 feet higher than twice the distance from the base of the building to the base of the ladder. So sometimes it's just the language they use that makes it a little bit difficult. So they want to find out how far from the wall is the base of the ladder. So they want to find out how far this is. And they want to know how high the ladder reaches. Okay, it goes up that high. So we're going to take x squared plus equals. Okay. So you're going to have to use FOIL. You're not going to be able to just look at it like I've done it in my head. I can't do these in my head. So do the FOIL there. And this is 169, 13 squared. So you'll solve for x. And you'll probably get one of the x's to be a negative, so you can throw that out. And then you'll get another one that's positive that'll work there. Multiply it by 2 and add 2. And you'll get that height there. And that's it. You should be good.